Okay, and hello to the Stanley Parable. I'm not even going to bother trying to explain this game because it will explain itself when you see me playing it, if that makes logical sense. Straight off, options and menus and stuff. Not going to be going through those to show you what they are, standard things. And what's quite amusing is the whole kind of Stanley Parable screen within a inception stuff. So anyway, without further ado, I'm going to keep talking to a minimum-ish because it's very much a talky game and you need to listen to the voiceover. So, begin the game. The end is never the end, or end is never the end, or is the never the end?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So this is where we begin. The first choice of the game. Do we step out of the office? Now, just something to note. When you click, it sounds like keyboard typing. I don't know whether that actually has anything to do with the game. I have played bits of this before or seen playthroughs of it and done the demo, but I just thought I'd mention it because it's quite interesting. Click on things, it sounds like typing. Anyway, so first choice. Now I've done this before. I don't want to leave the office. I'm scared. I'm going to close the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
And with that, it restarts the game and you get chucked straight back in. You can actually do that on an infinite loop. I'm not going to do it for this video because you just get bored, but yes, you can just carry on closing the door and just staying hidden away in the room indefinitely. The joy of phone calls. Lovely. Right. Anyway, on we go. Out of the office. Close the door behind us.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
In fact, I was. I had to pause and go away there for a second because of a phone call. But there we go. So I'm having a phone call. Now, in this room, just as a quick note, there is computers. And when you see a computer with input registered, if you click on all of them, I don't know what happens, but there is a computer somewhere around that has input detected. detected when you click on it. It's got like a loading bar. So I'm going to go through and click on all of them. No, not that one. Maybe this one? Yep. I don't know where it is, but first two times I started this game and this playthrough, I clicked on it and it said stuff. And I'm interested to see what happens, so I might do a video on that if I find out at any point. Right, onwards.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Now, I've had that happen a couple of times, and it changes on the amount of playthroughs you do.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Pretty paintings.
Really worth it.
Totally worth it. So yeah, I've done that a couple of times, and that first bit of dialogue when you enter the room has changed.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Possible, but we're going to move on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop it. And in light of that not following directions, here is a crane. Some sort of across the room contraption. Penalty for misuse, £1,000. Penalty for jumping off, £5,000. So...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Oh, danger everywhere. So this is the kind of thing that happens when you kind of subvert from what they want you to do. It's quite amusing. It's very Portal-esque, I find. You know, outside the test chambers, kind of like back end of the facility. It's very, very cool.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
This broken old wooden door. Lovely.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Oh, let's be honest. Let's go with 4, because let's be honest, I like saying that phrase, let's be honest. Games like this that actually go to the effort to really flesh out every kind of possible tangent, they deserve at least a 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you.
Yes.
If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Worldwide leaderboard. Oh, that's perfect. In total, that many doors opened, that many doors attempted, steps taken, endings achieved. Did you know that 21% skip the intro sequence? Only the worst 3% player chose the blue door. Oh, this is you, worse than a dead rat. That's brilliant. You're objectively ranked 9328 out of 9328 worldwide. Oh, absolutely. That's priceless. I'm going to go through the orange door again, just cause.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes, fully.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
It's just absolutely flawless.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I'm just not going to save it.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, it's just brilliant, really. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, for the love of fuck.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
It's going to be a dirt house, isn't it? Oh, look.
This will go here, no, here, and then...
It's going to be a one-by-one fucking dirt house.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley.
Flawless.
Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, for the love of fuck. This is brilliant. Just reminding you, this
Oh
is
my,
still
it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
the Stanley parable. This is still Stanley. This is not just a Minecraft playthrough.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh no! It's just like, oh, this is what I love about this game. It's just absolutely brilliant. Oh wow!
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, this is just brilliant. I didn't even know this was going to happen, and I still said about Portal earlier.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
Wow. Okay. Please rate your experience. Beta. 1-2 work in progress. Iteration number 24B. Right, okay, where to go? Filing cabinets there. It's very dark. I don't like dark. Oh, it's a bit ominous. Let's carry on going this way, maybe? I'm just going to fall off. Bugger it. What's this? Is this the office level from Counter-Strike? No. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty lost. Oh, wait, no, this is the 2 doors bit with... There's a light at the end of the rather creepy looking corridor. .427. This is my room, isn't it? Stanley's computer. Okay, now I'm just confused. I'm not entirely sure whether I should be actually doing anything. Oh, fuck.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
But the end is never the end, or is never the end. And lo and behold, we're back at the beginning. I'm going to leave it there for this little bit of a playthrough, guys. Hopefully you've had a bit of an experience what this game can offer you. Yeah, you should get it. It's on offer, I think, this weekend at the moment. Steam has like 75% off sale on it. It's like $7.99 if you're in the UK, so well worth it. Even if you just get the demo, free demo on the Steam store. Anyway, This has been AmnzeroUK, playing the Stanley Parable, and trying to create my own story and failing miserably. Good stuff, good stuff. Catch you in the next one, guys.